Let's be real for a second. Do your company credit card statements ever feel like a complete black hole of mystery charges? Yeah, you're not alone. So many businesses are leaking money on things like forgotten subscriptions or just rogue spending. But what if you could get a crystal clear, real-time view of every single dollar your business spends? Let's dive into how a simple change in your payment strategy can make that happen.
Does this look familiar? That chaotic mess on a company credit card statement is a universal headache. Finance teams everywhere know this pain. But you know what? It doesn't have to be your reality. What if you could know instantly exactly where every single dollar was going and why? For a long, long time, the go-to solution for business spending was just a single physical corporate card. You'd share the details with your team, plug it into all your online services, and pretty much just hope for the best, right? But this old way of doing things, well, it's just riddled with problems. And these aren't just small issues, they all pile up on each other. You have almost no real control over who's spending what. That single card number getting passed around and plugged in everywhere becomes this huge security risk. And if it gets compromised, your entire payment operation just grinds to a halt, all while your finance team is buried under a mountain of manual expense tracking. Oh, and waiting weeks for a new card from the bank? That's just not going to fly in a fast-moving business. Okay, so there is a modern, really elegant solution that just cuts right through all that chaos. We're talking about virtual cards. It's a tool that's literally designed to bring precision, security, and speed back into your business payments. So what exactly is a virtual card? It's actually incredibly simple. It has everything a physical card has, a unique 16-digit number, an expiration date, a CVV, but it only exists digitally. You can generate one in an instant and use it for any online payment, just like you would with the plastic card in your wallet. And when you put them side by side, the difference is just stark. With a traditional card, you're waiting days, sometimes weeks. With a virtual card, it's instant. Security on a physical card is a single point of failure. If it's compromised, everything's at risk. But a virtual card isolates that risk to just one card, one purpose. You're basically swapping a blunt, risky tool for one that's precise, secure, and super agile. So think of this less as just a new way to pay and more like a command center for your business spending. Let's break down the 3 huge benefits this control gives you: speed, security, and of course, control. First up, absolute control. And I mean total control. You can create a unique virtual card for every single thing you pay for. One for your Google Ads campaign, another for your Salesforce subscription, a third for a specific contractor, and you set a specific spending limit on each one. This means, boom, no more surprise overages, and your budgets stay perfectly organized. Second, you get security that actually makes sense for the digital world we live in. Your main company bank account details are never exposed. It's like each card is a little financial firewall for every transaction. If you even suspect one of your cards might be compromised, let's say the one for that sketchy software trial, you can lock or delete it with a single click. And it doesn't affect any of your other payments. The risk is completely contained. And finally, the speed and efficiency are just incredible. Need to pay a new vendor, like right now? You can generate a card for them instantly. No more calls to the bank, no more waiting for plastic to show up in the mail. And because every card is tied to a specific purpose, your expense tracking and accounting become almost automatic. It's a huge time saver. All right, the benefits are pretty clear, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's walk through some practical, everyday scenarios where modern businesses are putting virtual cards to work. For any marketing team out there, this is an absolute game changer. Think about it. You can spin up a dedicated virtual card for every single ad campaign you run on Google or Facebook. You set the exact budget on that card, and you know for a fact you'll never overspend. Plus, you can track the ROI of each campaign with pinpoint accuracy. It's so clean. We've all felt the pain of subscription creep, right? Suddenly, you're paying for 12 different software tools. By using a separate virtual card for each one, you can see exactly what you're spending and where. And the best part, if you want to cancel a service, you just delete the card. No more hunting for tiny cancellation buttons or getting hit with surprise renewal charges. So you're working with freelancers or contractors from all over the world. Instead of sharing your primary banking info, which is always a little nerve-wracking, you can just create a secure, one-time use virtual card for their payment. As soon as the transaction goes through, you just disable the card. It's safe, it's fast, and it's incredibly efficient. This is all about empowering your team without giving up control. You can issue virtual cards to employees for things like travel, software, or office supplies with specific spending limits already baked in.
They get the autonomy they need to do their jobs well, and your finance team gets real-time oversight without drowning in a sea of expense reports. It's a win-win. So when you put all of this together, you realize that virtual cards are way more than just a convenience. They really represent a fundamental shift in how businesses can manage their money, giving them a serious competitive advantage in today's digital-first world. And getting started is surprisingly fast. With a platform like CardUpNow.com, you're literally minutes away from a smarter payment system. The whole process is just 3 simple steps. You sign up for an account online, you add funds from your main bank account, and that's it. You can start generating and using virtual cards instantly. No more lengthy bank applications or frustrating delays.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. We're moving beyond just paying for things and into actively controlling and strategizing our spending. This is about having a system that gives you the speed to move fast, the security to operate safely, and the scalability to grow your business without limits.
The question now is pretty simple. Are you ready to trade all that payment chaos for total clarity and control? If the answer is yes and you're ready to take charge of your business spending, go check out CardUpNow.com to see how a modern payment system can completely transform your operations.